Westbrook just got extended for how much?
5 years, $205 million.
Dang. Okay, let's talk about it.
Kevin O'Connor called Sam Presti the comeback GM of the year.
Presti obviously had a really good summer. He actually, I mean, he's done a really good job, especially after like all the crap he took for the Harden trade. Like he kind of put himself in this situation.
His stock went down from that, and then last year with how bad the team was, it looked like he really didn't equip them for anything. So his stock was even lower.
I mean, just the fact that he was able to pull Paul George out of a hat like
That's
that,
true.
It automatically makes sense.
Yeah, both of them were like last-minute contenders too. It was like,
And got Carmelo some peanuts.
I have no idea what they're going to look like. They could be the best team in the West, or they could be like a 7th seed. They're like the most interesting chemistry experiment in the NBA I think we've seen in a very long time.
And I think depth is a real issue.
This is basically like Russ cementing the fact that he will be like the last Kobe. He'll stay with one team his entire career.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I don't know if it actually makes sense. Just because, like, Kobe pretty much forced Shaq out of the Lakers, and whereas Russell Westbrook just lost Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant wanted to hang out in the Bay and just like be really chill and like do tech stuff.
You could say that Russ forced him out by just not passing him the ball.
Maybe, but at the same time, like the Thunder still wanted KD on his team, whereas like Kobe forcefully was like, "Get this dude the fuck out." Can I swear? I can swear, right?
It's Friday. Who cares? We were talking a lot about Los Angeles.
I just think it's interesting because even though it's a OKC story immediately, it's really just a Lakers story. Obviously, that keeps Westbrook out of LA, and then you wonder what the effect is on Paul George at that point. You wonder if he might stay with this team because he builds chemistry, maybe they make a run at the West Finals. So I think it really changes the calculus for a lot of the NBA and specifically the Lakers there.
I don't think him actually signing changes anything just yet because I think that Paul George really depends on how this season goes.
Right.
Because if he's on a winning team, then what he wanted to go to LA for is probably worth sacrificing.
I mean, my dream scenario is the Thunder making it to the Western Conference Finals, losing, and Paul George still leaving for the Lakers. Because I believe in having very set goals.
Well, KD did the same exact thing.
Right.
Wait, what happened?
Well, KD went to the...
I'm making jokes. All right, sorry.
I say this as
Did
like
he left?
not a Lakers fan, but I just think it would be really funny
Big fan of
to see
Thunder
that.
existing.
Wow.
If I was Paul George, for instance, I would want to play with LeBron and like maybe some of the young guys the Lakers assembled, and Russ and Melo because both of those guys don't want to share the ball, and Carmelo Anthony's actually trash. So there's that.
Wow.
Whoa.
See.
Speak on
Jeez
speak on
Louise.
He hasn't been on a good team in like what, 5-6 years?
3 years.
3 years?
Is there going to
Post-COVID.
be an idea that this deal is going to be a bargain deal in like 3 years with the cap going up? Will it ever be considered a
Well,
bargain?
it's 35% of the cap.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he's making about 40 a year. I don't think so. Mostly because the cap isn't going to take a huge leap like it did last summer. Yeah, I mean, I think the issue would be having Russell Westbrook, 34 years old, making 41 million, perhaps more.
It's
Yeah.
extremely hard to imagine a 34-year-old Russell Westbrook.
Right.
Micah, how does that make you feel to think about a 34-year-old Russell
I
Westbrook?
honestly believe that you can't measure Russell Westbrook in real people years, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Will Melo opt in?
I think Melo's going to opt in no matter what.
Yeah.
Because
He wants that money.
Yeah, either they have a good year together and they click and he's like, I want to be part of this, or they don't have a good year and he's going to be the one who specifically doesn't look good, and so that money's not going to be on the table.
Unless it's very clear that there's going to be a banana boat reunion specifically in one team.
Can't rule that out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me earlier, but Melo is trash, so he should opt in.
Wow.
I feel like Melo's going to have a resurgence.
Yeah, I'm
As
willing
a
to
third
believe.
option, people are going to be like, oh yeah, we forgot this guy can like shoot and he's a scorer.
Even while admitting to say he was going to play the 4, he said he was definitely going to start and he wasn't going to rebound. So this
Why
is off
wouldn't
to
he
a really
start?
great start.
Like what?
Because he's better for the team. He doesn't play any defense.
What's the starting lineup?
The Thunder
that you-
don't.
Like if Abrinas pops this year and actually turns
Hey,
into
come
something.
on.
Wow.
Over Melo.
Andre Robertson is the one going to be playing the 4 anyway, and Melo's just going to take all the credit for it. That's exactly what's going to happen.
I like you, man. I like the takes. You say it so casually.
Do we buy that he was waiting until Kevin Durant's birthday?
Listen, I want to believe that was the case because I mean, come on, it's the Ringer. We root for all things
The
petty.
man had a kid.
He had a baby,
man
and then
had
he
a
also
kid.
had a book come out.
As a person who's had a baby, I
Yeah.
can speak on behalf of
Can you
that.
speak on babies?
The
Yeah.
pettiness doesn't leave. I promise you that. Okay, Paolo, was it planned?
No, it was not planned.
Micah, was it planned?
Yes.
Danny?
No.
Haley? Yes or no?
Commit to it. Commit to it.
Commit to the take.
All right, I'll say yes.
Okay, this has been Millennial Fridays when I'm calling it.